we're live.
Hello, and welcome to the Pete Braley Show. This is show number 246. I'm Pete Braley, along with my co-host, the executive producer, the show creator, and the all-around great guy. That's my son, Matt.
That's me. Good morning.
Hello.
Happy Friday.
Yes. Thank you for choosing us today. Our goal is simply to start your day off on a positive note. So if you enjoy what we do, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss any future shows. We're live on YouTube Friday mornings at 8 o'clock, or you can also catch us wherever you go for your favorite podcasts. Coming up today, our main story is about this guy making his debut tomorrow night.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll look at the great dishwasher debate this week. You know, we talked about this around the table last night. It's still a few opinions.
Because it hits close to home for you.
Yeah. Foodie Friday coming up as we try yet something. I'm amazed I've never had it until today. And we have a brand new Stumpah coming up. So that and a lot more on the way. Good morning. For those of you listening on the podcast, I'm rocking the Make It a Great Day gray hoodie, which is available from our merch page. There's a link to it down below.
Apparently bills are due. Pete's trying to make a couple extra bucks right now.
It would help.
Yeah.
It would help.
Okay.
Yeah, so. And if you're a new listener and you're not aware, this is kind of our slogan, Make It a Great Day. We sign off every show that way. And the way that all started was I used to say at the end of my radio show, make it a great day. And notice is not have a great day. Because I always felt that have a great day implied you're hoping something happens so that you will have a great day.
It's too passive. Passive.
This way you go out and you make it a great day.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Sometimes you just don't want to, though. Sometimes you just want to make it an okay day.
Yeah. Like a cloudy, rainy Monday or something.
Or cloudy, rainy Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah,
if you live in here.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
What's that old saying that it's not so much what happens to you, it's how you react to it.
Boom. So, love it.
I mean, you could have a crappy day, but it's how you react to it that matters.
It's what you do with the crap. It's how you wipe away the crap.
Pretty much. Yeah, I mean, simplifying it, but
take the crap head on is what it is.
How was your week? Hope you had a good week. I had a busy week. I had high school basketball games, and I had another first. After 40-something years in broadcasting, I had a first this week as I covered high school wrestling at New Bedford High School.
Yeah. How'd you like it?
You know, I was a bit intimidated going into it because I thought, I've never done this before. I don't know.
If I say something wrong, they'll beat me up. They're wrestlers.
I don't know what that's true.
Yeah.
I didn't think of that.
New fear unlocked for you.
But I did do some homework. I went and found a match that one of the guys I worked with, I went and found a match in the archives that he had done like before COVID. Mm-hmm. So I watched about an hour of that, and I got an idea of what happens on the mat.
Yeah.
And how there's 3 2-minute rounds. There's 2 points for a takedown. There's 1 point for an escape. So I learned all that stuff. Mm-hmm. So I felt okay going in. My goal, though, when I do a new sport is always, I don't want to sound like an idiot.
Yeah. Well, I think as long as you go in there not trying to sound like you know everything about the sport, you're good. I think being open about your ignorance helps.
Yeah. Because I'd hate to be.
I didn't listen, so I don't know if you did that. Maybe you sounded like an idiot. I'm not sure.
I don't think I did.
All right,
no.
That's good.
But it's like you don't want either the wrestler or a parent of the wrestler to be watching the broadcast and say, "This guy didn't know what the hell he's talking about."
Can they hear you from the mat, from the wrestling mat? You think?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Because
that's probably a good thing.
The team's cheering them on.
You were like, "Oh, that's a double axle suplex," and he was like, "It was a triple." He yells up from the. Watch your mouth! Watch your mouth! I don't want to come up there.
I guess there's a half Nelson and a full Nelson, and I didn't know the difference, so I didn't go there.
Oh, yeah, that's probably I mean, worst comes to worst, you could have just done the Tony Romo.
I remember, the advice you gave me.
That's gotta hurt. I don't know, Jim. I don't know, Jim.
I don't know about that one, Jim.
Gene, what'd you see on that, Gene? I love Tony.
Anyway, good morning. It is Friday, January 20th. A lot of people are turning on Tony.
Really?
Yes, I noticed on my Facebook and Twitter, the past couple of games, people are like, I wish he would shut up.
I love Tony. Specifically, I love Tony, Jim, and Gene. They're all in the box together for the playoffs.
For CBS.
They're just hilarious together. They talk crap to each other. And I don't know. I don't know, Jim. I think maybe it's because Tony's not like your typical broadcaster. So because
could be.
I think the Tony Romo effect where he predicts every play has kind of worn off a little bit. I will say that.
I think so. Yeah.
Although every now and then he's like, "Oh, they're going to set this guy in motion, Jim," and then sure enough, there he goes. It's like, how do you know? It's like he's played the game for so long.
Oh, I know.
But no, I like it. At least I'm not sick of him yet.
I still like him. Yeah. It is Friday, January 20th. Today is Take a Walk Outdoors Day. It's a good day to take a hike.
It's raining.
True. It's National Coffee Break Day. Shall we take one now? I mean, we're what?
Yeah, I mean, we could tip it. We can take 5. I think right now.
It is Penguin Awareness Day. They're just so cute, aren't they?
I'm only aware of them on this day.
Yes. It's International Day of Acceptance. It encourages everyone to embrace those of all abilities. It is National Cheese Lovers Day.
Nice.
Do you like me some cheese and crackers?
So does Liam.
Mm-hmm. And it's also, if you haven't turned your radio on yet this morning, you may not know because they all talk about it. I used to be one. National Disc Jockey Day.
What do you feel like a little extra important? Like every disc jockey today is like feeling extra important. A little pep in their step, thinking they're getting a bunch of gifts. Do you get gifts? Do you get gifts on this day?
No. Sometimes if you're lucky, the boss buys lunch or brings in donuts.
I guess that's nice.
And that's one thing. We're like cops. We love donuts.
Oh, gotcha. So. Yeah.
On the Datebook, it was on this day in 1937 that the Presidential Inauguration Day moved to January 20th. It used to be March 4th. On this day in 1945, Franklin Delano Roosevelt was sworn in for an unprecedented and never to be repeated 4th term as president. Can't do that anymore. Maximum 2.
Good thing. Now we just need term limits everywhere.
That would be nice.
Every job. I'm not even limiting to politics. I'm talking like Pete Braley Show, term limits, gone. We get a new Pete Braley after 8 years.
After 8 years?
It. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Swap them out. Keep it going.
On this day in 1964, Capitol Records released the album Meet the Beatles. On this day in 1965, the Byrds recorded Mr. Tambourine Man.
Let's hear it.
Boy, you're quick on that.
I don't know this one.
You don't know this one?
Not off the top of my head.
Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me.
Maybe I do. That sounds familiar. Yeah.
It was on this day in 1971, Tamla Records released Marvin Gaye's single, What's Going On?
Let's hear it.
What's going on? What's going on? That's about all I can think of at the moment.
Nailed it.
It was on this day. This was popular Super Bowl dates. And look at this. We're not even close to the Super Bowl yet. They've stretched it out so much. On this day in 1980, it was Super Bowl 14. It was played at the Rose Bowl. That was when Pittsburgh beat the L.A. Rams, and the MVP was Terry Bradshaw.
Well, that's because they only had like 10 games back then, and they were like, guys, we're making a decent amount of money. Why don't we extend it? And they were like, I don't know if our bodies can take it. And they were like, we'll figure it out. Let's do it.
I think it was.
And then they went 14.
I think it was 14.
16.
Yeah.
17.
What are we?
18 weeks, 17 games.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Regular season.
On this day in 1985, and by the way, I'm surprised you haven't called me out and told everyone about my script.
I don't understand.
I took out the Roman numerals so I don't have to think this morning.
Oh, I didn't see it.
On this day in 1985, it was Super Bowl 19.
You did.
So instead of X, I wrote down the number 19.
I'll allow it though. I think that's probably a good idea.
I did okay till we got up around like the current. What are we? 52 now?
I don't even know. Now you got to stop and think about it though. You definitely do.
Right.
Yeah. So I got to do a quick math in your head.
It's like, what did L mean?
Yeah.
So, Super Bowl 19 played on this day in 1985. It was at Stanford Stadium in California. The 49ers, this was interesting. The 49ers beat the Miami Dolphins. The MVP was Joe Montana. Miami's quarterback was a rookie named Dan Marino.
Oh, I've heard of that guy.
And everyone, this Dolphin fan included, everyone thought, he'll be back. He'll get his Super Bowl ring.
Of course.
Never went to the Super Bowl again.
Man.
Imagine that.
Like, were you guys bad from that point forward? Or was it just kind of like making it to the playoffs, just couldn't get to the final game?
Yeah, I think that was it for a couple of years. a couple of the Marino years.
We got some stuff. Joe Burrow. He made it last year, didn't we? You don't want to see that from these guys. Josh Allen, he hasn't made it yet. What if he doesn't make it? I don't know.
On this day in 2006, this was big in our house. Disney released High School Musical.
Oh yes,
it became the most successful TV movie.
Just a great memory. Great childhood memory.
Didn't we have like sleepovers
All three,
for that?
Except the third. I don't really remember the third one. Third one kind of fell off a little bit. 1 and 2 though. Whew.
Breaking Bad premiered on AMC on this day in 2008.
Another solid show. Right up there with High School Musical.
That I've never...
Same group.
Oh, same genre.
Just phenomenal.
Yeah. And on this day in 2015, the musical Hamilton, starring Lin-Manuel Miranda.
All three of them. All three. That's like my top tier right there. Breaking Bad, Hamilton, and High School Musical.
There you go. You're all set for the weekend.
Right.
You can binge watch all.
So good. I'm not even kidding. Like, this sounds like a joke. Like, it's kind of a joke, but at the same time, like, loved High School Musical. You love those shows? Not even kidding.
That's true. He did. Yeah. So Hamilton premiered on this day in 2015. Celebrity birthdays. Astronaut Buzz Aldrin is 92 today. He went to the moon, or did he?
No, he did. If you say he didn't, he'll punch you in the face. He's the one that punches people in the face. Oh,
right. Yeah. Yes. Sorry, Buzz.
Which I think is fair. I think it's like a lifetime achievement. Like, literally, biggest thing that happened in your life. Someone's like, that didn't happen. I think you're allowed to punch him. You're allowed to punch him? That's my personal opinion.
Bill Maher is 66. Baseball's Ozzie Guillen, 59. Football's Rich Gannon, 57. Basketball's Jalen Rose is 50. And football's Nick Foles is 34.
That's a quarterback you expected to be a hell of a lot better.
Yeah. Because he won the Super Bowl. He won the Super Bowl for the Eagles. Yeah.
He also tied the single game touchdown record one time. I think he threw 6 or 7 touchdowns.
Oh, wow.
Like crazy. Like he has some crazy games under his belt. Never been a solid quarterback for a team.
Who did he play for? Was it
Colts?
The Colts. Yeah.
Played one game. Terrible.
Yeah.
It was absolute garbage. Maybe more than one game. I don't even know.
Yeah.
It got to the point, I think, at least I did. I forgot the Colts existed at the end of the season. It got so weird there, especially after Jonathan Taylor got injured. I was like, I don't even care. He was the only player I had on that team that was on my fantasy team.
And if I remember right, back in September, you thought, look out for the Colts.
I think really everybody did. Yeah. Look at them last year. Last year, they were worse on paper, they were worse than this year. Yet this year, they were trash. Last year, they were pretty good.
How'd they do that?
It literally did not add up. They got a better quarterback, kept most of their players, and got worse. It doesn't make sense. No. Biggest disappointment this year, honestly.
Coming up, we have our main story. It's all about this guy performing tomorrow night at a spot in New Bedford that we'll tell you about. But first, what do we have in the chats?
Let's see. Good morning, everybody. A lot of people. Val's here. Gary's here. Justin's here. Diane's here. Gail's here. Emily's here. Everybody's here.
All right,
guys.
The squad.
Abby's here. I don't know if I said Abby. Abby's here. She did say liking the sweatshirt.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
It is so comfortable. I'm not a super huge fan of pullover hoodies.
Right.
I do like the pockets, though. The pocket goes all the way. Normally, I wear a zip up.
You can go in there and hold your own hand and just feel loved.
I'm not the only one that does that, huh?
I was doing that as a joke.
But with the zip up hoodie, it's like you can only go halfway. You know?
Yeah.
And your phone.
You're so close yet you can never touch. It's sad.
I long for you.
That's a book right there.
It is.
Zip up hoodie.
Let me put that
story.
In
the story about love. Love that can never be.
Let me put that in my notes.
Called Zip Up Hoodie. The cover is a zip up hoodie, like unzipped to here, and the T-shirt says the title of the book. That's a great idea. I can't tell you how many ideas I've come up with live on the show.
Don't steal this idea.
Somebody's gonna do it.
Okay. Before we have a right to.
I can see it. I can see it right now.
Yeah.
Oh, and then like a collector's edition of the book will be like actual fabric, like an actual hoodie. The cover, like those book covers.
The cover will be made out of fabric.
Well, like the book covers that you had in school.
Yes.
But it'll be like the sweatshirt material. Actual zipper unzips to the T-shirt.
We got to do something with this.
We got to go.
Yeah.
Who cares about the show? Hey, I think that's the moneymaker.
We got to go right.
I would buy the book just for the cover. I don't care what it's about. I could care less. I might not even read it.
I love this hoodie though. It's so like it's fleecy and soft and like I say, you can put your hands in your pockets and just chill. It's so cool.
I haven't worn this jacket in a while, so I wore it. Every time I wear this jacket, I remember it's way too loud to wear on the show.
Too loud?
I have to make sure I do not move. It's like a windbreaker.
Oh, I gotcha.
For my podcast listeners. But it's like, so I have to make sure I sit like as still as possible.
So our main story, we'll get to the Stumpah next, but our main story is tomorrow night, Hunter Braley is making his debut at Mikey B's, which is a restaurant at 989 Victoria Street in the north end of New Bedford. That's just off of Cushman Avenue. It's up past Pa Rafa's for those of you that are local.
You even gave me like your radio voice there. I feel so official.
Oh, great.
I feel like I'm being interviewed.
Cool. So let's see. So why are you Matt Braley today and Hunter Braley tomorrow?
Strictly an ego thing. I think I'm better than everyone, so I deserve two names. Okay. Yeah.
Hunter,
kind of like Beyonce.
What is her real name?
I don't know. That's the thing. You don't know.
Something Solange, right?
Is that true?
I think so.
Sarah would know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, Hunter is his middle name, and funny story is when Trish, my wife,
my name's not Trish,
was pregnant with this guy, we were talking about names, and if I remember right, Sarah, your older sister, was actually in the room that night, hanging out on the bed, and Trish said, "What about Hunter?" And both Sarah and I, and correct me if I'm wrong, Sarah, both Sarah and I went, "What? Hunter? What are you going to call him? Hunty for short? Or Honey? What is it? No, not Hunter."
I'm just kind of so shocked at the reaction. I don't think it's a name. I don't think it's a name to deserve that reaction.
So we end up naming him.
Like if you were like, "What about Xavier?" Xavier.
We end up naming him Matthew Hunter Braley, and sure enough, as life goes on, you had a teammate in baseball who was named Hunter. That we knew someone else who was named Hunter. So I was like, maybe it was an okay name anyway. But it's funny how you chose to go with that one. So
yeah, I mean, at first it was 100%. The only thought that came across my mind is it would be harder for people to find me. It'd be harder for people that know me to find me.
Oh, okay.
Because this is the awkward part about like starting something such as singing. You're not good. I don't know many people in which they just started, you know what? I'm going to sing. You sing, and it's fantastic.
Right. Okay.
So, but I've always been very self-aware of that. But I also was self-aware that like it would get better, and thankfully it did. I hope you guys agree.
No, it did.
But yeah, it was strictly to hide. Now I don't care. So now I got to a point where I was like, I don't know a name to go by. And so I just committed one way. It was out of pure laziness now. I didn't want to change everything.
Well, besides that, I mean, you focus on country music, and Hunter's a more country-sounding name, isn't it? Well, yeah. I mean, either way. Could go either way. But
I think Matt Braley's a solid name. But
yeah.
Now I get to be both.
So,
and if you know me as Matt, you know that we're tight.
This is true.
Yeah.
So tomorrow night, he'll be at Mikey B's restaurant in the North End, and we're just first appearance is like 6 to 8 or 8:30, right? Tomorrow night,
8-ish is what I've been told and what I've been telling people.
All right,
just gonna keep going until they tell me to stop.
I suppose I have to ask because it's like the first question that comes up when people do an interview like that. So you nervous?
Not as much as I expected to be.
Really?
But yeah, maybe tomorrow I will be. I feel pretty excited.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Less nervous than playing in church. The other day, that's my crutch. The other day.
Something
could have happened 6 years ago. I will say the other day.
The other day.
No, a couple weeks ago I played in church. Played Oh Holy Night
on Christmas.
Way more
Eve.
nervous for that one.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
This one I'm playing like 30 songs. I don't know how many songs I'm going to play. You mess up one, it's like who cares? Half of you are going to be eating. You might not even pay attention.
Yeah.
So
I know some people in the squad are coming out to the show. That'd be great. Be great to see you tomorrow night.
Yeah.
What did Gail post on my Facebook? She said it's 366 miles away. Otherwise, I'd be there.
The traveling tour has not started yet. Maybe.
No.
If you can get a restaurant near you to pay me to drive there, I'll sure.
You can have one of those T-shirts with all the cities and the dates.
Maybe.
Cool. I guess
just in the beginning, it'll be underwhelming. It'll be like Hooters in Maryland.
And wasn't Justin saying before you something about merch?
Oh, it's something about a merch table. I was like, I I don't have any merch to sell. So I was joking around with Trish. I was like, I guess I could go get some Hanes undershirts and maybe some puff paint. That'll be the first ever merch.
And
charge like 30 cents for
What
it.
did Mom say last night? Your groupies are going to be the Hunter Honeys?
The honeys, yeah.
Yeah, the Honeys.
Yeah.
All right.
Just get behind the mic. Hello, honeys. This one's for you. Anywho.
All right, so the show, you can do some originals, I hope.
Yeah. If people want to hear them, sure.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
I just hope people don't request like I've had some people request like the first ever song I wrote on some live streams. And it's a weird feeling because like they want it, so you want to make them happy, but at the same time you know that it's like not great. So it's this weird toss up of like, and that's what you get for like posting on the internet. So
okay, yeah,
lesson learned there. But yeah, definitely get requests for songs I don't want to play sometimes.
If you're just hearing about this, his singing and stuff for the first time, he does have a YouTube page. Is it Hunter Braley Music?
It's a honey bunch of oats.
Honey bunch of oats.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, Hunter Braley.
Check out the YouTube, and he also does a live stream every Wednesday, except next Wednesday.
Yeah,
I forgot about
I have to
that.
babysit.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Monday,
it's going to be great. I'll be there. I'll be like, if you guys want, I'll be at Mikey B's. If you guys want to check out my live streams every Wednesday, except for this Wednesday.
Monday morning, Sarah and I are driving to Virginia Beach because I have missed that drive so much.
Yeah, they're not even staying there. They have no reason to go. He just wanted to take the drive, and drive right back.
Drive right back. Now,
weird obsession.
Because they're in the process of relocating to Texas. My son-in-law's in the Navy. We have to go down and meet the movers to make sure the right stuff gets on the truck or whatever.
Yeah.
So
moving stuff.
We'll be down there for a few days, and Liam is staying with Grammy and Uncle Matt.
Yeah, the squad. Am I right, Trish?
My name's not Trish.
Yeah.
It is time for the Stumpah this morning. We have a brand new question for you, and I believe Gail was our winner last week.
Yeah, you guys got to take Gail down, man.
Yeah.
She's dominating out here.
Look at this. Now, the cutoff period...
March 31st.
March 31st. Or
Does
whatever.
March have 31 days? 30 days has a
yes,
variable
it does.
June, but yeah, March
Now,
31st.
Let's see what the show's going to be. February. Oops, I went to April. Too fast. So it'll be March 31st.
Look at that.
That is the last day.
I feel like I probably
That is a
looked it up.
Friday. Yeah, we probably planned it, and I just forgot.
That's
So-
all right. That's all right. March
All right.
31st.
So
Dana already said, oh, okay, he could read the question. For a second, Dana was putting guesses. I was like, just random guesses.
here's our question. If you're just listening on the podcast, according to a survey, more than 70% of men admit they do this. No, wait a minute. Yeah. Okay. What is this? I thought we had a different question for a moment.
No.
I was reading the
I've made
monitor
that
going,
mistake before.
Is that what I just said?
Read it again.
According to a survey, more than 70% of men admit they do this. What is this? Put your answer in the chat, and we'll get to you in just a second here.
A lot of guesses coming in already.
Well, all right, let's get to it.
Oh, okay. That's not what I meant, but sure. Pete's running the show here now.
Well, this is usually where I remind you to check out our socials during the week.
But I guess who cares about our socials?
No,
during the
I'll
week?
do it. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. And please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you have not done so yet. That does help us with the algorithms and this, that, and the other.
Yeah, way more complex than Pete knows.
Yeah. You can email us during the week or anytime at the Pete Braley Show at gmail.com. And also our voicemail number is 774-473-9910. That's 774-473-9910. And now back to the quiz.
Thank you.
Okay.
Question one more time.
According to a survey, more than 70% of men admit they do this. What is this?
We have a lot of guesses, so we got a rapid fire.
Okay.
Gail says lie.
No.
Justin says don't pick up after themselves.
No.
Dana says pick their nose.
No.
Gail also said, popular answer apparently. Justin says sit on the toilet too long.
No.
No.
Gotta read this sports page.
That's never been a problem for anybody in our house. And I think that's
No.
just growing up with 6 people. We've just never.
True.
Especially as the youngest. Like, I didn't have a choice. They were going to break that door down and beat me up or something.
That could be why.
Let's see. Gary says brush their teeth.
No.
70% of men admit they do this. So 30% of men don't? Is what you say. Gross. Justin says lie.
No.
Gary says fart.
No.
Straightforward. Justin says wear clothes more than once.
No.
Sometimes. Sometimes. Jeans.
Oh, jeans.
Jeans.
Yeah.
I'll wear more than once. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I put on a pair of jeans, brand new, not brand new, but I mean, clean, just out of the washer jeans yesterday.
Yeah.
Last night, my grandson Liam was watching, what did we watch? Bluey, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Eating a ice cream, chocolate covered ice cream thing.
Kid makes a mess.
I get up later in the evening to go get a snack. Huge spot of chocolate right there in the lap.
Yep.
I'm like, oh, man.
But I'm not one of those people that'll wear jeans like 4 times. You got those people out there that are like, I've never washed my jeans.
I don't think I ever go more than 3.
The fit of the jeans is different.
Yeah.
You got to rewash to reset the fit of them,
I think 3 is my maximum.
Yeah, probably 3. 3 if I'm not really going and doing anything.
And it all depends on what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Whether or not they get dirty.
If you're doing Pilates, you probably wash them.
Yeah, right.
I don't know why Pilates, but Gary said, Emily says rewear their underwear. That is disgusting. I would never do that. Gary says use the bathroom in a public place.
No.
Good guess, not it. Gary says not shower every day.
No.
Justin says flex in the mirror. That's 100% a man. Diane says pick their nose as well. A lot of people think guys pick their nose out here.
Guess.
Abby says don't change their socks. No. And you got socks and underwear for sure every day. Most of the time, all your clothes, but for sure socks and underwear.
Yeah.
Dana says sing in the shower.
No.
Did I skip one? No. Okay, Gary socks with holes in them.
No.
I don't know if that's a personal attack on me, but
I can't do that.
I do. It depends where the hole is. If it's in the toes, gotta go.
Yeah.
Can't
okay.
do with that.
All right.
It's in the bottom of the foot. You might not be able to notice.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe I just got massive calluses on my soles of my feet or something. Justin says, think every girl likes them.
No.
Good guess. And Ace says, work out.
Nope.
Exercise, no.
No.
Justin says, believes they can play a pro sport. That's a good guess. Not it. Gail says, think they are the smartest.
Oh, no.
Let's go with the answer is. I just know nobody's gotten it yet. Okay, I know what it is. Let's see. Abby says, purposely forget things their significant other told them.
No, that's not it.
Did they actually forget? Dana says, ride a giraffe. No.
No, it's not
it. Diane says, bite their toenail. First off, how? Second off, even if you could, why would you? That's disgusting. Emily says, cry/emotional. Not it.
No.
Emily said, or Abby says, buy flowers just because.
No.
Aww. Dana says, sing in the car.
No.
100% of people. Come on now. Emily says, do the chores around the house.
No.
Not it. Diane says, fake sleeping in the middle of the night when the baby cries. Ooh, not it. Gary says, wash the dishes. No. Val says, watch Hallmark. That's P to B right here.
Big, I enjoyed them, yeah.
Abby says, like chick flicks.
I know.
Nope, not it. Gail says, drive too fast.
No.
Diane says, the word admit implies that it's a negative thing? What do you mean? Oh, in the question? We'll talk about it after.
I guess,
Abby says, cheat.
No.
Nate says, smell their own farts. Okay.
No.
Val says, cry watching sad show elaborate on Emily's answer. I think we'll take it.
Yes,
I think we'll take it.
That's a win.
That's a win right there. Cry during movies.
Yeah. The exact answer is cry during a movie.
I think we're going to take it.
Yeah.
I was surprised you guys were dancing around that answer. I had some really good answers there.
Yeah, and especially when she said get emotional and cry. I noticed you would just like, no, that's not it. It's like, Pete, move on.
If you stare close at our faces, we might give it away. Yeah, but I worry about him being like, that's it. And I'm like, nope, it's not.
That's not it. No.
But yeah.
So what was the thing about admit? I don't think it's a negative.
No, I think that's I think it's maybe viewed as negative. That's why the word admit is there.
Okay.
Yeah.
The way I take it is it's something that you might not expect, so they admit to this.
You wouldn't expect them to openly say it. Yeah,
Right.
That's fair. That's fair. Cry during movies.
So congratulations. Who's that, Val?
Val
with
a
the
new
win.
winner out here. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
I
feel like there's a personal attack on Gail. I love Gail, but we got to see some other people up in here. We only got 4 people on the scoreboard.
That's
what
true.
I'm talking about, Val.
That's true. Congratulations. We'll have another Stumpah for you next Friday. Of course, I may be sleepy next Friday because I don't know what time we're getting back from Virginia. We're coming back Thursday.
Yeah, Justin, you're on call, by the way. This is the bullpen, so technically I haven't called you in. But
okay.
Anyways, you're on call. Also, Justin, apparently you're a lefty is what I just signified there.
I'll take the left-hander.
Yeah, so we're going to need left-handed Justin here on possibly next Friday.
I guess the moving truck is showing up we have to meet them Tuesday.
We don't need the detailed plans of your trip.
Okay.
What do you think this is? Think we care?
We're going to start
That was mean.
Yeah, it was. We're going to start the drive back.
Should we hug?
I don't think we can reach. There you go.
That was awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can hug myself better when I hug you.
Only because you're not. I'm wearing a zip up, though. I can't.
So what I was getting at is we're leaving Thursday whenever the movers show up. So it's like if they don't come till 4 or 5 in the afternoon, then we start the 12-hour drive. So anyway, next Friday, interesting.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. Tune in at 8 for a surprise.
Still to come this morning, we have Foodie Friday, which is something that, ironically, I've never tried up until this week. I don't know why. I'll tell you more about that as we get closer or after the Foodie Friday. It is time for the Dishwasher Debate.
Let's go.
And let's see if you can relate to this. We certainly can in my house. Do you and your partner argue about how to load the dishwasher? For some reason, this is a very common issue with couples.
Very common issue with you and Trish.
My name's not Trish.
According to a survey by Bosch, these are the top reasons that couples fight over loading the dishwasher. I don't think we fight. I mean, we just
it's not like a full blown fight.
Right.
It's just like a
there's
Peter,
like,
are you serious?
Yeah. Who loaded this dishwasher?
Exactly.
We hear that. Yeah. All right. First of all,
by the way, I'm not defending you in any way. That wasn't to attack Trish.
I got you.
Yeah, she's very justified sometimes.
Yeah, I'll admit
You're
there are
a piece of work.
The top complaint. All right, normally I'll count down like 10 to 1, but we'll go with the top. The number one complaint, 67% of the people surveyed said they argue about whether the dishes should be rinsed first.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
That happens in our house
every
all the
single time.
Yeah, I'll be taking the dishes out because it's my job around the house to unload the dishwasher every morning. Mm-hmm. So I'll be taking the dishes out and I'll say, this baking dish or whatever, this plate, it didn't come clean. And she's like,
well, did you rinse it off?
Did you rinse it off?
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I mean, yes, I do rinse most of the dishes. I rinse off with the hose from the sink. I get a little and put it in. But I'm just amazed at the stuff that the dishwasher can't get off. You know?
Yeah. Technology's good. It's just not that good yet.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say the funny part is I don't rinse dishes off really when I'm home alone.
Oh.
But I love it because, for instance, like you guys used to go to Virginia for a week. It would just be me. And literally, I would just load the dishwasher. Like, have to run it like once every 3 days because it was just me.
Yeah, probably.
Unload the dishwasher. I was like, oh, that plate didn't wash completely. Back in the dishwasher.
Wash it again.
Yeah, who cares? It's just me.
There was one dish, I forgot what we had that night, but there was something, it was kind of crusted on after I tried to put it away. And your mom said, well, sometimes you got to scrub it first before you put it in. To which I thought, then why are you putting it in the dishwasher?
You got to use the Scrub Daddy.
Yeah, we got one of those.
We got a Scrub Daddy.
Have you tried a Scrub Daddy? Those are cool.
If you haven't, get yourself a Scrub Daddy. This is not a paid endorsement of the Scrub Daddy. It's just that good.
We just like the name, too.
Scrub Daddy, baby. Mm-hmm.
But do you hear what I'm saying? It's like, why don't I just wash the damn plate if I'm going to scrub it, So
I mean, see, the best part is, I know I'm wrong. I'm not defending myself. I'm just telling you how I do it.
Okay.
I'm going to keep doing it.
All right.
You, though, you're wrong. And you're married.
And you keep fighting it.
So you got to scrub the dishes.
Okay.
I don't have to. You have to.
The second most popular complaint is where the dishes are placed. I don't think that comes up a lot in our house.
Not really, except for pans. Again, when I'm home alone, I try and throw some pans in there because, again, it's just me. Nobody's here to yell at me. So.
She doesn't want the pans in the dishwasher.
No. Oh, the new pans.
Yeah, especially.
Yeah, I haven't run into that yet.
Do you wash pans in your dishwasher? Let us know in the chat. Do you put pans in your dishwasher?
Diane says don't put in large objects because you're too lazy to hand wash them because they take up so much room. There's no room for everything else.
Good point.
See, when I'm home alone, that's not a problem.
True.
Yeah.
True. There are plenty of times, and Sarah will tell you if she's watching us, there are plenty of times where if we have a lot of dishes, I'm loading the dishwasher, and I get to the point where Sarah, I need your help. It's like you got to play Tetris with this because I can't figure out.
Yeah, but is that just a typical Pete move right there? I'm just not as good as you when it comes to loading the dishwasher. You mind taking over here?
It is a fact.
2 seconds later.
If I could take my hat off and hit you, I would do that without upsetting everything. But
your hat, you need your hat to do that?
So what say ye?
I think you lost. Justin says I'm a Trish.
No pans? All right.
They say you don't really need to rinse them. The detergent needs food to stick to. Yeah, but then you got like the pieces of pasta that just don't come off. That's really what you got to scrub.
That's what bugs me. Yeah,
that's what you really got to scrub.
Because we're a big pasta house. I have pasta almost every night.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
All right, back to this here.
Well, hold on. We do it. I've never realized how much Scrub Daddy has taken over people's lives. And he says I use a Scrub Daddy and is that good for real. And also, Justin says also Scrub Mommy supremacy. What is the Scrub Mommy? Is it the same thing or is it a different thing? Because I've heard of that, but we don't have one. I don't know what it is.
We're gonna have to look it up.
Yeah, I need to know what a Scrub Mommy is. Maybe we can get the whole family.
Wouldn't that be cute?
We're the Scrub children,
and we'd have them all aligned.
Missed
on the
opportunity for a joke. I said it, and I was like, I'm about to get roasted. The Scrub children. You're right there, right there.
You're right there.
Missed opportunity, buddy.
Darn.
Yeah.
Not as fast as I used to be.
Abby said he's wrong and married, so he's double wrong. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
Val says no non-stick or cast iron pans in the dishwasher. Crappy cheap ones are okay. Yeah, no, the cast iron never.
Oh, never.
We wouldn't dare.
Never.
Trish loves the cast iron skillet. Might be the thing Trish loves most in this world. I'm gonna be honest.
Pretty much
above the kids, above you. I'd be curious to see the battle between Charlie and the cast iron, and that sounds very violent. I don't mean literally. I mean in forms of ranking.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would be close. I think Charles might come out on top.
But the cast iron's older than Charles.
That's true.
So I don't know. Sarah says it's because you don't load it properly. You're just getting roasted. This backfired.
So
you were expecting some people to be like, I'm with you, Pete.
So what is she saying? The food and stuff doesn't come off because I don't load it properly?
Yeah, that could be.
Oh.
Or she has to take over because you don't load it properly.
Oh, well, yeah, that I'll give her that.
Justin says Scrub Mommy has a soft side and a hard side. Aw, that's so poetic. Yeah, but the Scrub Daddy, warm water, it softens.
Yeah, I learned that.
Cold water, it's hard. Which I said science, man.
I said to Sarah,
is that the greatest scientific discovery or what?
It'd be up there.
The Scrub Daddy.
It'd be up there.
Yeah, Einstein and whoever made the Scrub Daddy. For sure.
Sarah, because I asked her, I said, what if you need to scrub the pan? And she said, just run it under cold water and it gets more firm.
Dana says, if you put my cast iron in the dishwasher, I'll shoot you. It's that serious. Like it really is.
Yes.
People that have a cast iron skillet don't mess around.
And there's different theories as
if the house is on fire, they don't even need to save the cast iron. It'll survive.
Well, yeah.
But they're taking the cast iron skillet.
I was going to say, forget the family photo album.
No.
They're going for the cast iron skillet.
How is a family photo album going to cook me some eggs? The important things in life.
Yeah.
And eggs are so expensive, you only want the best for the eggs.
Another debate we could get into someday is how do you clean your cast iron skillet?
Oh.
Because there are some people that say
strictly clean it with spring water, bottled spring water.
It should never touch water.
Strictly champagne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or there should be what is it? Soap? You should never use soap, or you should never use water.
How do you clean it without water? You just blow on it. You get the leaf blower around.
I don't know. You pour some oil in it and then let it like bake off. I don't know.
That's weird. My favorite part of this whole dishwasher debate is that I am fully in the wrong. However,
you're okay with that.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But I'm also attacking you for doing the same things, but like you just can't.
Yeah. Okay. You can. I can't.
Yeah. Exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Number 3, and I'm curious to see what you think about this. This is the arguments people have about dishwashing. How to.
I forgot there was a list.
Yeah. Number 3, how the utensils are put in.
Yeah, somebody said that, and Diane said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should the knives be up? Now, I always feel that the knife and a fork, because of the tines You know,
the
tine.
The tines.
The teeth of the fork, they are tines.
Yes, the tines.
Yes.
Yeah.
I always feel like the knife and the fork should be down.
For safety reasons.
Spoons, and is there anything else? Spoons can be up.
I don't think so.
And-
Sporks, I guess.
And it's all based on, so when you reach in, you don't hurt your hands.
See, I've always had an issue with that personally, because I feel like the better clean would be them facing up. And also, for your safety reasons, not once have I ever gone to unload the dishwasher and I'm like, it's time for the silverware. Like I'm there's a handle on the little silverware thing. I'm like, time to clean the silverware, gently grab and move up. I've never been like, time to clean the silverware head first. Like that's never come across my mind personally.
Oh, I've got a visual of that. It's so wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's just me personally. Again, I do things wrong, but I'm okay with it.
You can get away with it.
I'm probably going to keep doing this.
Yeah.
Then again, children in the house, you might not want to. You can't trust those kids.
Right. So what are your thoughts?
Dana says knives down, everything else up.
Even forks?
Nay says I don't like it, but I do points up. Yeah. I mean, I like it and I do points up. better clean. Better clean, me personally. Diane says, Dana, I put oil, cast iron. I put oil in it and heat it up. Then I do a light scrubbing and wipe it out with a paper towel.
Yes, I've heard that.
Yeah, we do the oil every now and then.
Yeah.
To keep it fresh.
Right.
Never thought you had to keep a cast iron skillet fresh.
But you do.
Got to keep it fresh. Looking pristine. Gail puts everything down.
Do you remember Doug had a friend? He had a roommate a couple of years ago in the Navy, and they had a house and they were roommates. This guy had he claims to have never cleaned his skillet. He just lets it, if he makes eggs in it, he'll just, let the stuff burn off and then wipe it out with a paper towel.
I guess. I don't know. I'm just sort of a clean freak. I don't know if I could be cool with that.
Yeah. So see, utensil. Next on the list of the great dishwasher debate, cups and glasses on the top rack versus putting them in anywhere.
Yeah.
I do that.
On the top rack.
The cups, they're always on the top rack.
I don't think I've ever put a cup on the bottom rack.
The only time I do that is if you've got, you don't have it with you today. If you've got a tall hydro flask or something like that, or a tall, what's the, that you put coffee in.
Coffee mug?
Don't they? A Yeti. That's what I was trying to think.
Gotcha.
So if you've got a tall Yeti, I'll put that on the bottom rack. But
yeah, I see the hydro flask you can angle properly and it fits on the top. All right. You just got to put it in one of the little spindles. Sorry, it was just a demonstration.
We'll be
you
right
put
back.
it in one of the little spindles and then lean it. Like one of the middle ones, and then it leans.
I'll have to try that.
Yeah. Also, I learned from TikTok, you can adjust the height of the top.
I learned that this week, too.
Yeah. Shout out to TikTok.
Man. Yeah. As much as Trish picks on me for going on
right.
TikTok.
Well, sometimes you overdo it, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Evidently, there's two latches. Did you know this?
Yeah.
On the top rack, there are two latches that if you pull them in, it drops it down a couple inches. Mm-hmm. So, cool.
Yeah, I've never put a cup on the bottom, though.
And finally, the thing that people debate about dishwashers, where and how plastic containers are placed.
Actually, yes, that's new with because we have like the Pyrex Tupperware.
Yes,
now.
Pyrex. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's just Trish's I think that was Trish's midlife crisis. A lot of people's sport cars. Trish is like Pyrex dishes.
Yeah, no more Tupperware in our house.
She's like
No
all
more
glass,
plastic.
baby.
Yeah.
That was the most nerve-wracking part of my life, I think.
Really?
You expect glass plates, got to be careful.
Right.
Late night leftovers. Now I got to be careful.
You got to be careful.
All hours of the day.
Oh.
Yeah, it's tough.
You poor thing. How do you do
it's
it?
a tough life.
It is.
It's hard. Being success don't come easy.
So there you go, the great dishwasher debate. Feel free to continue with comments in the chats, and we'll get to them in the post show. We do have Foodie Friday coming up, and but first, let's go to football picks.
Oh, yes.
Did you know? How did we do last week, by the way?
I only got one game wrong. It was the Jaguars game. We both picked the Chargers. You got two games wrong. You got the Chargers game wrong, and you picked the Vikings. I said Gary is a dear friend. I would never cross a dear friend.
Sorry, Gary.
So I picked the Giants, and they did not disappoint. Danny Dimes did not disappoint.
By the way, the Dallas Cowboys beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Monday night. They play in San Francisco this weekend. Would it surprise you to know that the Cowboys haven't been in the NFC Championship game for over 25 years? Here's a look at what life was like the last time the Cowboys were in the championship game. Bill Clinton was president. Quarterbacks Josh Allen for Buffalo and Joe Burrow for Cincinnati were not even alive.
Poor Cowboys.
Email was a new technology. Hey, did you hear about this email thing?
That's crazy.
And the number one song was Gangsta's Paradise by Coolio.
So how are the Cowboys America's team? Like they like they've been
Because TV has told you they are America's
yeah,
team.
true. Plus, I guess back in the day they were really good.
Oh yeah, they were.
Anyways,
Definitely.
that's crazy. I do find myself low key. I don't know if I want to admit this. Like low key rooting for the Cowboys, just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit.
All right, so this weekend we have Jacksonville at Kansas City to take on the Chiefs. This is Saturday at 4:30. By the way, I learned this morning the Jags are 8.5-point underdogs.
Okay.
So you think Kansas City is going to have a big win, right? Jaguars quarterback Trevor Lawrence has never lost on Saturday. Not in high school.
Yeah.
Not in college, not in the pros. His Saturday record is 37-0.
Kind of a weird stat for me though, because I don't think high school doesn't count. Most of these players that like make it to the pros, their high school team wins like 55-0 every week, or they're from Texas and it's
Good
like
point.
Super competitive, I guess. But I don't know. High school doesn't matter. College really doesn't matter to me also, because if you're on a good college team, like you're probably losing maybe once.
Yeah.
And
If
so,
that, yeah.
And so the only stat that really matters is the pros, but he's never made the playoffs. So, like, I don't know who his opponents were on these Saturdays, but, like, that stat really doesn't. Everybody loves that stat, though. They're like, he's undefeated on Saturday. I'm like, yeah, but has he ever played the Chiefs on a Saturday? Like, the Chiefs are a really good team. We'll see. I would love the Jaguars to
Maybe
win.
play the Colts on Saturday,
Yeah.
All right, so Jacksonville at Kansas City. I don't care that it's Saturday. I'm taking Kansas City.
Yeah, I'm going to take Kansas City, too. Like I said, though, I'd love to see the Jaguars win. That'd be cool.
Hey, Buffalo was a 13-point favorite over Miami last week.
True.
And that was a close game.
True.
Yeah.
A funny thing about Trevor Lawrence, real quick, he, in his post-game interview, said something about, because obviously it was a crazy win. They came back from 27-0.
Yeah.
He, in his post-game interview, said something along the lines of, like, you can't write a better script. And everyone went crazy. They were like, NFL scripted,
Football's
official.
fixed.
Yeah, it's
Football's
fake.
fixed.
Maybe it is. If it is, that's the greatest. That's the greatest achievement ever. How did they do it for so long without anybody knowing? But with gambling being a big thing, everyone was like, "What? Excuse me?"
Saturday night did you say KC also?
Yep.
All right. Saturday night, the Giants are in Philadelphia at 8:15. I don't know. The Giants look good.
Yeah.
Or was it a case that Minnesota was bad?
Minnesota's been weird all season. I said that. I stand by that. So I don't know. But the Giants did look good. You don't want to take away from the Giants. They did look really good. Danny Dimes looked really good.
I think I'll go with the Giants.
Think so?
Yeah, I think they're hot. I'll take it. But Philadelphia's had a week off. Sometimes helps, sometimes does not.
I think it's going to be a really good game. I just think the Eagles have a really good team this year.
Okay.
I don't think the Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl, but I think the Eagles are going to win this game.
All right.
And yes, I totally just went back on my sticking with my friend Gary. I'm sorry, Gary. I'm picking the Eagles.
Sunday, the Bengals are in Buffalo. This will be a great game at 3 o'clock. And I had breakfast with a friend this week he's picking Joe Burrow to win the Super Bowl.
Really?
So, yeah.
I could see it. There's a lot of teams that I really could see winning the Super Bowl this year. It's been such a crazy year in the NFL. I mean, look at the Dolphins. Skylar Thompson, I'm sorry, looked like trash.
Yeah.
And you guys almost won.
Almost won.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just feel it's the Bills have such an emotional high right now after the injury there.
Right.
I'll go with Cincinnati or Buffalo. I'll go with Buffalo.
I'm gonna go Buffalo too.
Yeah.
I do think it's gonna be a great game, and I really wouldn't mind seeing the Bengals win, but I think it's gonna be Buffalo.
Sunday night, the Cowboys are in San Francisco against the 49ers. Now, I predicted the 49ers to go to the Super Bowl, so I'm going to stay with it.
See, this is tough because I think I predicted them to go to the Super Bowl as well, But part of me really feels like the Cowboys are going to lose in the NFC Championship. I think they'll win this week and lose in the NFC Championship. I just think that's the Cowboys' way to do it.
That's their way, yeah.
But I'm going to go 49ers just because I did pick them to be in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
I didn't think correctly about that, but I'm going to go 49ers.
Okay.
I think they're all going to be good games except maybe the Kansas City game, but you never know. I didn't think last week was going to be a good game with the Jags, but...
All right, why don't we go to Foodie Friday here, okay? And we will play Name That Tune when we come back. He's got 3 different tunes here, and a little behind the scenes here. It's so funny because he puts these together, and then when we come in here to do the show, he has to load them into his sound player. And I'm not allowed in the room while he's doing that. And then for the next 10 minutes before the show starts, all he wants to do is sing those songs or whistle those songs because they're in his head.
Yeah.
And he has to fight that because I'm sitting right here.
Honestly, it's the hardest thing I've ever had to do for the show, is not sing the tunes.
So we'll get to Name That Tune next. But first, it is time for Foodie Friday and time for another first. I have never had eggplant until now. Time once again for another Foodie Friday, as this week we're trying eggplant. Boy, we've just about accomplished everything. Tofu, fruitcake, eggplant.
Yeah. Your fork, my good sir.
Oh, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Indeed. Kind of been dreading this one.
I've never thought an eggplant, looked appetizing to me.
Yeah, it does look weird. And interesting thing that I found out this week was that Trish loves eggplant.
Never knew that.
We've been married 41 years, dated for a couple before that, and I never knew she loved eggplant.
I don't think I've seen an eggplant in the vegetable drawer of the house.
I said to her the other day...
It's a vegetable, right?
It is,
okay,
yes. I said to her the other day, I said, why haven't you ever, made it before and had me try it? And she said, well, you always tell jokes about it, so... I always tell jokes about fruitcake, but I ate it, right? So,
well, yeah, but we never had fruitcake in it.
So anyway, what she suggested, of course, the one that comes to mind for a lot of people is eggplant parmesan.
Right.
But we thought we don't want to make up a whole big eggplant parmesan.
Plus, I think it takes a little attention away from the eggplant. We're trying to figure out.
Yeah.
So do we like eggplant?
The way I prepared this was suggested by Trish. She had me, of course, slice the eggplant, and it's kind of like a cucumber or zucchini.
It reminds me of a bigger zucchini.
So she had me slice it up, and then to give it an egg bath, which I did. I had candlelight, soft music. It was great.
Nice.
I gave it a little egg bath, rolled it in breadcrumbs, then cooked it with olive oil and a little bit of garlic.
I mean, it looks... I like the way you cooked it. It would be really appetizing if it wasn't an eggplant under it all. By the way, we need to invest in Pete Braley Show knives next.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It took me the entire time you were just talking to cut mine in half.
I'm almost there.
Oh, you're a better man than me.
There we go.
Dang, okay.
Here we go. We're trying eggplant. Ready?
I want to try eggplant.
Again, the things he does for this show.
All right, hopefully it doesn't fall off. Be careful.
Cheers. There we go. All right, eggplant.
Are you eating the whole half?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to eat the whole half. I'm going to do it, though.
You okay? Uh-oh. No answer.
We made it. We made it through.
Whew. Do you need to cleanse your palate already?
Yeah, here's a sip of water.
Yeah. It reminds me of eating zucchini or eating a squash, something like that.
Yeah, I could see that.
I think definitely the breadcrumbs and the garlic helped.
Yeah, I'll definitely say that. You prepared it well, Peter.
Well, thank you.
Mr. Chef Peter. Mr. Chef Peter.
Can I get one of those hats?
Because our Pete Braley Show chef had the day off. I don't know who allowed that to happen.
I know.
On a Foodie Friday recording day.
I don't know why.
Crazy.
Yeah. Sarah was just doing other stuff. All right. So on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the best, I don't think it was that bad.
It just tasted like a vegetable.
And you're not a vegetable guy.
You got like your I feel like everyone has their faves, Like everyone's got their group of veggies that they like. And then you got like a second group that you tolerate. You're like, I never crave green beans, but if green beans are on the table, I know it's healthy.
You have a little bit.
I have a little bit of green beans.
Right.
Peas.
Right.
I feel the same about peas.
Broccoli?
Broccoli's the step down.
Third tier?
Third tier. Like, don't crave it. If it's on the table, don't really want it. But to be an adult, I'll probably choke some down.
Okay.
Yeah. This one, I don't know what tier this goes on.
4?
Maybe. Yeah. What are you going?
I didn't hate it, so I think I'll give it a 4.
Okay, that's fair.
It's kind of like on that fourth tier, it's like if mom and I'm going to tell her, feel free to pick up an eggplant. I don't mind. I'll eat it again.
I wasn't a huge fan. I'm never gonna crave this again. Never gonna seek out an eggplant. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you'll never see me at the grocery store picking up doing the thing. Is this a good eggplant? Everybody that goes to pick up a vegetable. How many times does somebody touch the vegetable that you end up buying?
I know. I thought of that after I bought this eggplant. I'm like,
does this feel good?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna. What'd you give it?
4.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go 3. I'm gonna go 3. I think this is another one of those. Probably tier 4.
Now,
on rare occasions, I'll probably, if I'm really feeling like I should be an adult, I'll probably eat it.
Now, for those of you that have had eggplant parmesan, would that improve our outlook?
What is that? Take the place of the chicken?
I would think so.
I'm picturing like a chicken parm with no chicken, strictly eggplant. And in that case, don't sign me up for that.
Or
chicken's the best part of that meal.
It's a vegetable, so maybe it goes in addition to the chicken.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We got to talk to our chef.
We'll find out. Yeah. We'll find out.
Anywho, that's eggplant for you.
All right, another one to check off the bucket list. If you have something you think we should try on a future Foodie Friday,
make it something good, please.
There were a lot of other weird-looking vegetables we could probably try.
No, I need a break.
Okay.
I need a break from weird-looking vegetables.
Let us know. It can also be a restaurant or something you've seen at a fast food place. We just might feature it in a future Foodie Friday. So if you're looking in the chat, or if you can't look in the chat, Dana, who is a chef, one of our members of the squad, says that eggplant's actually a fruit. Because it has seeds on the inside?
Something said it's considered a vegetable while cooking. Is that true, Dana? How do you feel about that statement? I don't know. But
I've also
news to me.
I've also heard a tomato is a fruit.
I think it should. I think we should just abandon the whole scientific explanation. How do we feel? Because Dana says a strawberry is a vegetable. I don't feel that way.
The seeds are on the outside.
I feel like it's a fruit personally. I'm going to still consider it a fruit.
Okay.
Eggplant, gross. Vegetable. That's how I feel Can we do that? On a person-to-person basis, how we feel about these things?
I'm still amazed that your mom never told me she likes eggplant.
Yeah.
And
sacrifice she made for you, man.
I guess, right?
Yeah. And you never thank her.
She was all excited.
Shout out to Trish. You're the real hero.
My name's not Trish.
Love you.
She took the rest of the eggplant to work. She enjoyed it as a lunch.
Yep.
A couple of days later.
Yep.
All right, let's get to Name That Tune, where if you're a new listener, we have 3 different tunes. He'll play them, you guess, but on the third one, I get to go first. Mm-hmm. Right? Okay. Yeah. Oh, and then we'll get to our draft, which is about the Winter Olympics. I'll tell you why.
A little confusing, but yes.
Okay.
All right,
so Name That Tune. Here we go.
Yes, we got some good ones. I think I've made it without singing them. The one I almost sang this morning, I started to, and then had to make up my own melodies so that it wouldn't give it away.
Okay.
That was actually yours, so I would have really butchered it.
Okay.
But I didn't. So, all right, first one, listen up.
That's it?
Yep, for now.
Well, it's like playing...
I think it's a very identifiable sound. That's why.
If you play Hurdle, that's about all you get from Hurdle.
I played a little bit more. Trish was around when I picked these songs. I played a little bit more than that, and she was able to get it right away.
I only have one idea. Can I hear it again?
Yeah.
No, it's different key.
So Dana, Sarah, and Justin all got it, but Dana was first.
What?
Ring of Fire.
I fell into a burning
I mean, I couldn't let it go too far, or it would have been way too. I mean, it was already too obvious.
I was thinking Beatles. All You Need Is Love, but that's a different key.
Do they have a little trumpet though?
Yeah.
So
starts out with that.
I fell into a
burning ring of fire. I went down, down, down. Anyways,
what is that? What is that group? It's an a cappella group.
Home Free.
Home Free.
Yeah.
They do such a look it up on YouTube. They do such a great job on this.
It was awesome. They have a dude that hits like a ridiculously low note at the end.
I was talking to somebody at church the other day because we had a choir number that had a pretty big bass line. Mm-hmm. So, and he was talking to me. He says, "Oh, you must have loved that." And I was like, "Yeah, that was I loved, just letting your bass go, letting your bass go." And I was telling him about that guy. I was like, I can't believe
Comes to a point where it's just like a vibration.
how low
Yeah.
he
Crazy.
gets.
Yeah.
So, all right.
But he also, his range is crazy because he can sing like really high too.
Oh, can he?
Yeah, it's crazy.
All right.
The second song, Listen Up. I picked songs where like if I play like a second more, I think it's way too, I think it's already way too obvious. What is it?
I got nothing.
I guess I'll give it to Sarah, but she put the wrong title.
Oh.
She's missing a word in her title.
Oh, no. Not that.
She put Adele Like You,
Oh.
but it's Someone Like You.
Someone like
Is anything better than Adele in the world? Anything. I'm not even talking singing, you know? Can you put anything up with Adele? It's just so good.
I know.
Her voice is like butter. Just makes me want to sob of happiness.
Doesn't she smoke too? Or she did it one time?
I don't know what she does in her personal time.
I know, but it just gets me that she has such a beautiful voice. And I think I'll have to look that up.
This one's yours. You ready?
I have not been too successful here with these today.
No, you have not, but I think you will be on this next.
All right.
Let's see.
Uptown Girl, Billy Joel.
God damn. I played like half a second, not even. That's crazy. I knew all of these. I knew if I went too far, but literally,
Yeah.
just from that, he's like,
Just from
got
that.
it. That was the one I was singing.
At one point, he comes into the studio at like 7:55, and he's like, "Did you hear that?" And I'm like, "What?" Because I was looking over the script, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm really not paying attention. I don't,
He's lying. That's why he gets it so quick. He just wants to look good in front of his friends.
Do you play that game Hurdle? It's just like this. Name that tune. It's funny because on days when I get it like in 1 second, it's like I always tell the kids. So that probably tells you it's old.
Yeah, if I don't end up sending my hurdle, it means I didn't get it.
Okay.
I try not
Same
to
here.
I try not to clog up the feed with my incorrect ones.
We have a group chat.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
All right, it is time for today's draft, and it could be a bit confusing because it's about the sports in the Winter Olympics, but we don't have the Winter Olympics this year, okay? But it came up because I was looking at history and national days and all this, and I found out that January 25th, which is next week, is the anniversary of the first Winter Olympics. So that got me thinking, why don't we draft the best events at the Olympics?
yeah.
All right, so we do our top 5, and then you get to vote as to who you think has the better draft.
I'm excited. I think this is a good one because I have no idea what is going to happen. I don't even know what I rank all of these.
Oh, really?
We're just going to wing it.
Okay. We do rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first. So, okay.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yep. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. You want to
Ooh.
chill with your microphone?
I know.
All right, here we go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I knew it. You did the same thing last week. I'm on to you.
Did I?
I'm on to you. Whenever we tie with paper, you go scissors next. You think you're going to outsmart me. Nah, outsmarted you.
I got to remember
Take
that.
it.
Got to
Take
remember
that.
that.
Take that.
All right, so the best events of the Winter Olympics.
Yeah.
Let me pull up my file. What do you get to go first?
Yeah. Number one, just because Shaun White has been just so crazy, like just a cultural phenomenon
Yep.
with how long he's been good. And like everybody watches. Even people that don't watch the Winter Olympics are always like, hey, how did Shaun White do?
Yep.
Snowboard halfpipe, number one.
Okay.
Gotta be.
Got to go. I had that on the list. My number one
I
is
think if I said, snowboard halfpipe, Shaun White. Yeah.
my number one is actually not a personal favorite, but I have learned in these drafts, you got to go with what draft the best team.
Yeah, we get it.
So, okay. I'll put figure skating at number one because I don't really care for it, but it gets big TV ratings and
From who? I
What?
tried. I can't.
yeah.
I can't.
All right.
It's a little boring to me. Not to knock on people that like it, but
All right, that's my number one.
you know what would make it cool though?
What?
Get some jams going. It's always like some nothing against classical. Classical has its place, But like, if I see some figure skaters come out and they're vibing, like,
what are they? Don't they have like after the competition? Don't they have like a freestyle event? And that's where you get a lot of contemporary music.
Like, I don't even know what this would look like. But I would watch because I'm like, what would you do with Ring of Fire?
I'd skate backwards. I think.
Stop trying to be a choreographer or something.
I do a double axel.
You remember the Stumpah when
I do a Lutz.
the Stumpah when it was like thinking men admit that they think they're better at things that are like Justin 70% of men admit they could play a pro sport. That's you.
That's
it's like Ring of Fire. That's easy, bro. Triple axle flip. That's what I would start out with. Then I would go to like the smooth quarter turn banana.
Don't they have a thing called the sow cow or something? I don't know.
Couldn't tell you.
Okay.
All right. Number two. There's so many good options. I don't even know. I don't know if two is. I don't know if two is two. Hey, settle. I don't know if two is two. I don't know. Hey. I don't know if two is too high. I'm going to go curling. I think curling is just so entertaining to watch.
It is.
And it's so funny because I'm dogging on figure skating out here, and there's probably a ton of people that are like, curling is so boring. I love it.
Can't believe you grabbed curling.
Well, you should have taken a number one.
Yeah.
Justin even said curling not going number one is crazy robbery.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. My number two, I love the ski jump.
Ski jump?
Yeah, I loved it.
And number two?
No, too high?
I don't know.
All right.
I'm just saying. I don't know.
This one.
There's so many good options. So many good options. Number three, I'm going to go bobsled.
Oh, good choice.
Another entertaining one. The coordination between all four. It's a four-man bobsled, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. Love it.
And I'm going to piggyback on that and go luge.
Luge.
I love the word luge. And what is that? What?
It's one person.
Single?
No, actually, no. I think there's double luge.
Double luge.
Yeah, they lay on top of each other.
Two-man luge.
You got to be like close with that person because their head is like in your crotch. Yeah, the luge is epic. I do like the luge.
Okay.
You took bobsled. You raised me the luge. I take the luge. I raise you skeleton. You know what skeleton is? It's the luge. You think luge is badass?
Is that the one guy?
You think luge is badass?
Yeah.
Skeleton, they go head first.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And number four.
Who knew? All right, so my number four, I already did ski jump, right?
Yep.
How about speed skating?
I have that, yeah.
That is so cool. And those blades, they're like extra long and super sharp.
Yeah, they could kill a man.
All right.
Number five. I think I gotta. There's a lot that I want to go. A lot of honorable mentions we'll have to get to.
Right.
I just got to go ice hockey. I think it's just
I've
a
got.
great
Do you
part of it.
believe in miracles?
Exactly.
Of course, now we have the pros playing, so. I mean, which they probably should, right?
I don't think they did last time, though.
Oh, no?
Right? Wasn't it some countries they didn't or something? The NHL said like they couldn't or something. It was weird. Anyways, you're up. Number five.
I've got one left, huh? Okay, I'll go with downhill skiing. We really haven't,
alpine skiing,
the slalom, and all that.
Slalom. Alpine skiing. That's a good one. I had that.
So what do you got?
Honorable mentions.
Oh yeah,
the monobob, which is bobsled but with one person.
Oh, okay.
Which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Just because I don't know, they took that ice track and they were like, how many different things can we do with this?
I've got Nordic combined. Is that the one where you ski and then shoot?
I have that as biathlon.
Okay, the biathlon.
Yeah.
All right.
What's Nordic? Whatever you said.
I might need help.
How do you not research this? You have it on your list. You don't even know what it is.
I did, but I can't remember.
Wow. That's messed up.
Oh, okay.
That's messed up. That's all. Yeah, that's all I had though. Some solid lists. We'll go through them now. Pete had figure skating, ski jump, the luge, speed skating, and alpine skiing. I had snowboard, halfpipe, curling, bobsled, skeleton, and ice hockey. I think my only weak pick was skeleton, and I strictly did that to one up the luge. Yeah. So that's the only pick I maybe regret. I let my ego step in there, but yeah.
So let us know who you think had the better draft this week.
Yeah, I'll put up a poll.
All right. Quickly, I want to get to today's random question because it kind of ties in with the Stumpah question we had, where 70% of men admit that they cry at a movie. And our random question this morning is, what movie made you cry?
think any man that doesn't admit that they cried during a movie is just like lying to yourself.
I think the common guy answer is probably "Feel the dreams, man." When he asks his dad,
I was talking to Sarah about
"Do you want to
that,
have a catch?"
my sister. Maybe because I watched that movie when I was younger.
It doesn't get you.
No, it didn't get me. Didn't
Yeah.
get me. You often mention that though, that "Feel the dreams" made you cry.
Yeah. Especially when he and his dad have a catch.
Yeah.
That's it. But the one movie that really, and I've seen this movie like 4 times, and it gets me every time. Homeward Bound.
Another one. I gotta rewatch these movies as an adult. I bet you I'll be a sobbing mess.
That's the movie with there's Chance the dog, and who was the big golden retriever? What was his name?
I don't know.
Somebody help me out.
It's been a long time since I've
But
seen that.
the scene that gets, I can picture it. It's not a spoiler if it's a movie from the 80s or 90s, right?
If you want to watch Homeward Bound without spoilers, shut off the sound for a second.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, it's so old.
It's at the end of the movie where Chance comes back, and then the family keeps looking for the older golden retriever.
Sarah says Shadow.
Shadow, yes. So the family's like, "Oh, Chance, oh, it's so great to see you." And the cat, "Oh, it's so great to see you."
Pete's over here like, screw the cat.
But the whole family's looking down the road. And Shadow doesn't come back.
Oh,
and you think,
spoiler.
Shadow died.
Oh my goodness.
But then at the last minute, Shadow appeared. I'm getting choked up.
Oh my goodness.
Shadow appears on the horizon.
Wow.
And I lose it. I just lose it every time.
I thought the dog didn't come back. I thought that's how it ended.
Sarah, doesn't he come back?
The movie Dad saw was an extended cut for emotional people that couldn't handle the loss of the dog. I don't know. I got to rewatch these movies. I'll let you know.
Okay,
we throw some in the chat though. Justin says Encanto. That is a very great movie. Very moving.
Okay.
This is a beautiful story.
Okay.
Story.
Yeah.
Justin says One Piece. I believe that's anime.
Okay.
So you wouldn't be there.
All right.
Yeah. You think you're too good for anime.
No, I don't.
You do think you're too good for anime. Justin says Boy in the Striped Pajamas for sure. For sure. Gail says Old Yeller. Never seen Old Yeller.
Yep.
Let's see. Abby says, "Where's his glasses? He can't see without his glasses." What's that from? That sounds familiar.
Yeah, it does.
What's that from?
Where's his glass? I don't know.
Abby, what's that from? Is that from Homeward Bound? I don't know. You were talking about Homeward Bound.
By the way, Sarah says, Sarah was quick to point out at Christmas time we had to watch It's a Wonderful Life.
Yes.
Because she said it makes me cry. I don't remember that, but
Right.
maybe. So
Abby says, "I cry during any sad movies." Diane says Schindler's List. Yes. Mine are number one, Marley and Me, for sure.
Oh, of course.
But the funny story now, not in the moment, was for some reason we watched that sort of close to our old dog Humphrey dying.
Right.
I don't know whose idea that was. I think everyone knew the outcome of the movie.
Yeah.
And for some reason we watched it pretty close. So we were all a mess.
Have you ever watched that movie again?
No.
I haven't either. It's
No.
like, you can't put yourself through that again.
Right.
So
Especially just, why did we watch it then? Who was... I mean, you're the parent. You're supposed to be better than that. What is that?
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Goodness.
I'm sure one of the many ways I let you down.
Avengers Endgame, if you haven't seen it. But if you have seen it, you know how it ends.
True.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, come on. Toy Story 3.
Yes. When they're all
In the theater. I mean, and I think it's solely because a lot of people, and the age range is so wide because like even me, but all the way up to like Sarah, who's, 10-year difference there.
Right.
You grew up with that movie. And like it's Pixar, it's animated, it's fake, but
Right.
then you see all of them in the trash.
You buy
thing,
into the story.
compacted burning furnace
They're
thing,
gonna burn. This is it.
and they all hold hands.
Oh.
That's when it got me, when they all hold hands and they literally. And I mean, this is a kids movie. Makes you think like, why are you showing this in a kids movie? But they all lock eyes, and you can tell on their face they all know it's the end.
Yeah.
And you're like, bruh, it's supposed to be about toys. I'm crying over here for toys. Anyways, and more recent one. You haven't seen it yet. I'm not, no spoilers. But Wakanda Forever, the new Black Panther movie.
I need to
the
see
opening,
that.
very emotional.
Okay.
Those are just a couple. I couldn't remember a bunch, but for sure.
All right.
Yeah, some great movies.
Let us know in the chat. We'll get into it in the post show.
I do want to see. I don't think Abby said. What is the glasses quote from? Is that just us being stupid? Yeah, we'll get to more movies in the post.
Yeah. Okay. Time for Feel Good Friday. And remember, we're always open to your stories. If there's something going on in your life you want to celebrate, you can let us know in the voicemail, 774-473-9910. Our story this morning comes from WGNO-TV in New Orleans. It's about Michael T. Adams, who lives in New Orleans. He reached an amazing milestone recently as he donated blood for the 400th time in his life. Michael started donating blood in the 1970s, and since then, he's made donating blood a big part of his life. Through the decades, his 400 visits have resulted in more than 50 gallons of blood, helping more than 1,000 patients. Michael calls donating blood an act of love. As he explains, I love people. I'm here to help. It's not about me at all. It's about what we do for others, what the blood center does for others.
That is crazy, but awesome.
I know.
Yeah.
Hats off. Hats off to Michael. All right, running late here. I guess that'll do it for today. Please stand by for the post show where we can catch up on some chats and just hang out for a bit. If you do have to leave, we send you off with this thought for the day. And our thought today is accept responsibility for your life. Know that it is you who will get you to where you want to go. No one else. All right, stand by the post show coming up next.
Back.
I'm trying to Google, what is it? The scrub mommy?
Oh, the scrub mommy?
Yeah.
I think we need a mommy for the daddy, you know what I'm saying? Let's see. Movies that made us cry. Sarah says Avengers Endgame, Wakanda Forever, Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker. Really? That's, yeah. Yeah, the later movies do have some yeah, because that's the one where Carrie Fisher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, spoiler. But again, when do spoilers expire? Like when can you just not worry about spoilers anymore?
Well, I would think definitely like Homeward Bound.
Yeah.
You know, I'm talking about a movie from the 90s or 80s.
Right.
I would think by now.
And I don't know if this might just be me, but like most times if it's a movie I haven't seen, it doesn't mean anything to me yet. So like I'm probably not paying attention.
Okay.
Like Homeward Bound, you just told me, but it's been a long time since I've seen that movie. So the next time I watch it, I'll probably watch it, but like it'll feel like the first time again.
Okay.
I don't know. She also said It's a Wonderful Life in Toy Story 3. Let's see. Yeah, Abby did say that the quote was from My Girl. I have not seen that. Have you?
I don't know. I haven't. No.
Well,
but that
you gotta watch it.
That gets her, I guess. Yeah.
Let's see. I think that was it for the movies. But what else do we have? We had a lot of chats today.
By the way, the scrub mommy is pink.
Nice.
So, yeah.
I don't like it. Someone said that they liked our matching hats.
Oh, we are matching today.
I feel like not often do we match hats. So that's pretty, yeah. Abby said, I like the twinning ball caps.
Oh, look at that.
Yes. Gary said that Hunter Braley is such a diva. Yeah, you're right.
What was the, speaking of hats, what was the comment we got about one of the videos where I was picking the Miami Dolphins?
Right.
But I was wearing my Red Sox hat.
Yeah.
And some guy, what did he say? How can you root
How can you pick the Dolphins while wearing that hat? It's like
different sports, dude.
Yeah.
You know,
Red likes the Red Sox.
This is
so you comment with the back like I like the Red Sox and the Dolphins. That's what you said. Yeah. And the guy commented again. He was like, "Got to be the Patriots, bro. All Boston." It's like, when has that ever been a thing?
I don't think it ever has it. I mean,
people change. I mean, that's like the default. Like I feel like
if
you've grown up in the same place, Probably.
I mean, I grew up here, but I've told the story many times. When I first discovered football, the Patriots were a lousy team.
Right.
So the Dolphins were on TV every week, bright colors.
Yeah. I guess that's
I was
fair.
drawn to it.
Makes you sound like a little bit of a bandwagoner in the beginning. But I think you've earned your place going through the years of crap.
By staying with them, yes.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
There was one year I came close, but you shamed me out of that.
Well, because it's just
There was one year I was ready to give up on Miami. And, I'm surrounded by Patriots fans, so I don't hate the Patriots like a lot of Dolphin fans do.
right.
So I almost said, to hell with Miami. I'm going to be I'm going to buy a Patriots hat and all this stuff. But you were like, and when they get good, are you going to jump back on the bandwagon?
Well, only because I think when you root for a bad team for so long, it makes the good years better. And I think the Dolphins, at least maybe I saw it, maybe you just hadn't seen it yet. I thought the Dolphins were trending upwards. And so I was like, why would you jump off now?
Yeah.
Because if you jumped off, they would win the Super Bowl next year, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And then I would not let you root for them again. You cannot. You can't do that. You can't jump ship and go back. So you're welcome. I convince you to stay.
Thank you.
Really, I just didn't want you on my team. No, I'm kidding. By the way, when Beyonce, Sarah says Solange is her sister.
Oh, okay.
Beyonce's name is, wait for it, Beyonce. That's not true. I thought she had a real name.
Her name is Beyonce
Hold on.
Knowles, right? Yes.
Oh, that sounds right.
The last name is Knowles. Knowles.
Beyonce Giselle Knowles.
Oh, it is Beyonce.
Yes.
Take
that.
I read this week that she's doing a concert. I don't know if it's next week or next month. She's doing a concert in Dubai where she's being paid $24 million.
That is crazy. That's bro, soccer.
Now
soccer is crazy.
Yeah.
Ronaldo just got paid a ridiculous amount of money to go to play for a Saudi Arabian team. And I read, Justin, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if we talked about this. I read that Lionel Messi was offered a $300 million a year deal.
A year?
To also go play in Saudi Arabia.
Wow.
Is that true, Justin? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I read that the other day.
Is it a lot
I don't think he's taking the deal, but that's crazy.
There's a lot of money in oil, huh? The Saudi, I mean, they got that whole golf league
But Ronaldo is funny because his talent is trending downward, right? He's
getting older.
Yeah, just the track of his career.
Right.
So they're just paying for the name.
True.
Because people are going to go to see him.
Right.
But that's so crazy. That's so crazy. Let me see if Justin said yes. So crazy. That much money. Where did I leave off? Justin said, what's everyone ordering tomorrow? Mikey B's.
Mikey B's.
Mikey B. Here's another reminder. Go to Mikey B's tomorrow. They'll be playing 6 to 8-ish. Sarah said lobster roll. Is what she said.
Yeah, she's
lobster. AH specific.
A lobster roll and chowder.
Chowder. That's the thing. They're seafood, but they have a ton of stuff, ton of options.
Steak tips.
Yeah.
And
burgers.
They have burgers.
Beverages.
Yeah. I was leaning toward. I love fresh scrod. So, what?
What a random thing.
When I go out to a restaurant, I like to have some fish.
Okay. I'm just going to be jamming some chicken fried. A little bit of chicken fried. Pete's like, I don't listen to the song while I'm eating fresh scrod.
Fresh scrod. So.
Weirdo. Anywho.
They have some good appetite. Oh, you know what they have?
What?
You can buy yourself a New England clam boil.
I did see that,
and you don't have to do the work. You know?
I don't know. I feel like you got to earn it. I might specifically ask for the work. Just ask them to bring the cup of broth or whatever it is that you clean them in. Just be like, this is the only way I know how. Can I get the mosh pit of linguiça and hot dogs and sausage as well, please?
So if you're coming in late, this guy is Hunter Braley is playing tomorrow night at Mikey B's on Victoria Street in New Bedford in the North End, and he'll be there from 6 to 8-ish.
8-ish.
Yeah. Ish.
Who knows? Maybe at 8 I'll just be like, later.
I tried to type that the other day, and what's the proper way to type? Of course, it's not a word.
8-ish?
Yeah, is it 8-ish?
No, it's 8-ish.
8?
At least in the world of texting.
8, then a space, and then ish?
No, it's 8
all together.
ISH. That's how I've always done it, and it looks the most right to me.
That was the issue I had when I was first asked to write a column for the newspaper. I said to the guy, I said, well, because at the time I had been on the radio, 30 years? So I told the editor, I said, I write to be read or to be heard. You know?
Yeah. Oh,
I don't
right.
proper pronunciation. It took me a while to re-educate myself as to when you use a colon or semicolon.
Right.
You know, because when you're writing for radio,
you do it how to talk.
We put pauses in. You don't ... You know, or you don't.
I mean, you could put a ... in writing. I like a good ... in a ellipses. Is that what it's called? I like a good ellipses.
Ellipses, yeah. But what I'm saying is, when you're writing for speech, there's no colon or semicolon. You know, so
what are you talking about? Sometimes there is,
but not all the time.
All right, whatever.
So and fortunately, the newspaper editor was like, "No, that's my job. You write, I'll fix it." I was like, "Okay, we can do that."
Lazy is what that is. Learn to write, Peter. Put in the semicolons for once.
I hopefully have learned.
Oh,
so
okay.
All right.
We'll see. Let's see if we got any more chats here. A lot of people talking about cast iron skillets.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody loving their cast irons.
How they treat their cast irons. We have a cast iron Dutch oven, too.
Yeah, we don't use that one that much.
Yeah.
That's the beef stew pot.
That's the soup pot. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
That's like the only thing I know. No, you used to make a meal.
Yeah, I use
beef
it
stroganoff.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Yep. And there's, I think, our version of chicken carbonara, which has no egg in it, but so it's really just.
Which I don't understand.
Really
why are we
Alfredo,
not putting
right?
the egg in it?
See, the way this all started is Sarah made a dish one night, which is basically chicken Alfredo, right? So she made this dish for her husband, and he started calling it chicken carbonara.
Right.
But it's not.
And he loved it, so he would always, hey, make your carbonara.
Make your carbonara.
And she would just make chicken Alfredo.
Exactly. It's become known as carbonara. All right, I'll make some carbonara with
the egg. Yeah, what's wrong with the egg?
Yeah.
But the best part is, and Sarah, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is the story. He went to Italy.
Yes.
Ordered carbonara. There was an egg in it, and he was like, "This is great." He was like, "Sarah B." He calls her Sarah B. Why don't you put an egg in your carbonara?
Yeah.
And she was like, "You've got to be kidding me." So yeah, it's pretty funny. Dana, by the way, said cast iron skillet. You want hot water, kosher salt, and light scrubby.
Hot water, kosher salt.
That's what he says.
And light scrubby.
I'm just saying what the chef says. I'm just delivering the message to you all.
So no soap. Gotcha.
That's not what he said. Diane did say I cannot speak about football today because I'll break down and cry. Yeah, Diane's a Bucs fan.
Yeah.
Whew, the Bucs did not look good, man. Tom Brady's done in Tampa Bay for sure. No chance he goes back to Tampa Bay.
Did you say early in the game he threw an interception in the end zone?
Yeah.
Ouch.
Literally, beautiful drive all the way down the field. He gets under a little bit of pressure. He lobs it up to the back of the end zone. Picked. It's like, bro, you've been in this league how long? You can't just throw it up like that.
I heard you say, where were we? I heard you say, I think it was on your live stream Wednesday, that this season he looked his age.
Yeah, for the first time.
Yeah.
For the first time. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where he goes. The Raiders are a possible option.
I do hope he has said this time he's not going to rush. I do hope he follows through with that instead of retiring.
If he retires and unretires, I've lost all respect for him completely. Don't put us through that again.
Now there's speculation as to whether or not Fox has the Super Bowl, so he's not going to do the color commentary. Okay. That's Greg Olson's job,
right?
Yeah. But there is some speculation that Fox might use him on the pregame show. Oh. Because remember, he has a contract with Fox waiting for him when he walks away.
He better not announce whatever he's going to announce on the pregame show. Talk about it. I don't think he would, but imagine he does that. Takes the thunder away from both teams.
I bet Fox would.
They would want him to. Yeah. They'll probably pay him a little extra to make a decision. And then next thing you know, he unretires again. You're kidding me. Let's see. Anything more about eggplant? Diane says I take the peel off, then make it into a Parmesan. Yeah, she did say it replaced the chicken. Oh, no. Yes, that's what it is, Matt. I make mine both half of the dish chicken, the other half. Yeah, I could say, why doesn't Trish could do that?
It's
Like a half eggplant parmesan, half chicken parmesan.
True.
I get the chicken. You guys can deal with your eggplant.
We could do
If
that.
you want some of my chicken, I say too bad. It's my chicken. Should have think twice before you
Not
wanted
gonna
eggplant.
happen.
Anyways,
By the way, if you have any Foodie Friday ideas, let us know.
Yes.
'Cause we are putting together the next schedule.
I won the draft.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 66% to 33%.
That's because you got curling.
Think so?
That's it.
Think that's the reason?
Everybody loves curling.
I think it might be true.
Yeah.
Let's see.
That it?
Diane says Tom really should actually retire because he should go out on mostly a high note. He should have retired last year
He should have. Yeah.
on the high note, but he's
Yeah.
a buffoon and he didn't call me for my advice.
And, after he won the Super Bowl with Tampa Bay, which was, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
I mean, that would have been the time to do it
I
because
didn't hate him coming back, though, but he put up an MVP season, didn't win the Super Bowl, and he saw a little bit of a decline, but he still put up MVP numbers. So I was like, call it there. But he did always say he was going to keep playing until he was bad.
Yep.
It's up to you whether or not you want to interpret this season as bad. In terms of Tom Brady, I would.
Yeah.
So I think Tom calls it there. But I think the money will chase him to Las Vegas. That's my honest opinion. I think he's going to the Raiders next year. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see. That's it.
Hey, have a great show tomorrow night.
Thank you. I appreciate
All right.
it.
Again, he'll be at Mikey B's in New Bedford tomorrow night, Saturday from 6 to 8-ish.
Yes.
Okay. That'll do it for us. I hope you have a great week. We will meet again next Friday. Again, might be a little sleepy.
Or you might not even be here. Who knows?
Yeah, Justin,
We'll let you know.
bullpen. Yeah.
Yeah.
No matter what, go out and make it a great day.
Peace.